last 2 years have been where I've really, really knuckled down. But I realized like how much of a bad start I actually had to trading. And I feel like I probably wouldn't have had to go through as much if I had started in the correct way. C.S.cc, yes. So in the last year, this is where I've actually gone full time. I gave up my other business to focus purely on trading. Right, let me share my screen. Gonna share my screen with you guys. So yeah, if you guys want to see the full charts, it is live on YouTube now. So it's just Doey Trades. I'm going to talk you guys through what I'm looking at. So that's NQ. Okay. So my strategy has definitely changed over the years because when I first started really going like full time with trading and really focusing on trading, I definitely started off as a scalper. So I traded very, very different to how I traded now. And I feel like it's always important as a trader to make sure you are always open to learning. Right, let me see. Oh no, I don't think I'm going to actually be able to see the... Yeah, that's what I want to do. Let's switch this over like this so that you guys can see the charts actually better instead of my big face. Hey, I know you. Do I know you? I don't know who Jaden Murphy is. I think you have the wrong person. Okay, for NQ, we can see that we've had this massive extension here to the upside, which for me is very, very overextended. So I'm wanting to see some kind of pullback. And we're also as well on this 4-hour trend line. We are currently in an order block, but not a sell order block. So we could see us like push up a little bit more. Order blocks is something that I'm definitely going to be adding and paying a bit more attention to. Thank you so much for the follows there on TikTok. I appreciate you. If you want to see the charts and actually see what I'm talking about, because obviously it's not really going to make a lot of sense if you can't actually see the charts, it's Doey Trades on YouTube. I haven't got my laptop with, not my laptop, my iPad with me, so I can't actually see comments yet, but I'll grab that in a sec. Okay, so I'm currently just looking at NQ. I am quite bullish, but we do have this institutional gap here. So, you know, we are, even though we're bullish, I am expecting a little bit of a pullback just because we are just very, very overextended in the 4-hour. In the 1 hour, we've just been extending. We're currently at a trend line now, so we could see something like this. And then going up. But yeah, I wouldn't be wanting to take any buy positions just yet. Yeah, so everything's recorded, I think. I'm pretty sure every time I go live on YouTube, it just uploads to my channel. So yeah, it's Doey Trades on YouTube. But yeah, so right now for NQ, there's nothing that I can do. It could probably take a little while for this pullback to actually start happening. Just where we're at right now. You know what? I'm actually going to just see on the lower time frames if we can get actual bearish structure. So maybe if we can kind of put break past all of this stuff here, may then be able to just take a position, a sell position. But we'd want to see real breaker structure on the lower time frames there. And until then, we can come back to it. And like I said, we are in a bit of an order block. So I'm open to taking a short-term sell position. But even if you look, I guess if you look at the 4-hour structure, it is still pretty much, I would say, it's still looking quite bearish, in all honesty. So yeah, I'm definitely open to a sell, and definitely, to come and feel like this gap down here. So we'll keep an eye on NQ. We're going to have to wait for some 15-minute closures. So we've got that in like 6 minutes. Thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate it. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, so let's have a look at gold. I have been staying away from gold for a little while, but it does look like we have finally broken out of this awful consolidation period. It's a bit annoying that I would have missed this. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the gifts, guys. It means a lot. Thank you for the support. Yeah, so we've had a really big extension. We've got an order block down here. So it would be nice as well because we've got this upwards trend line up here. So it would be nice for it to actually pull back a little bit, come down, and then go back up. But yeah, I wouldn't want to just be taking a buy because we are just so overextended. And just for context, guys, if you're new here and you don't know the way that I trade, I basically trade market structure and I use top-down analysis to enter my trades, but I do use liquidity concepts, not loads. I literally just use one thing, which is the highs and lows of Asia. I wait for a reaction at either the highs or lows to basically give me my bias. So if we break out the highs, then we're going to find a continuation. If we reject, then we're going to find a reversal. So that's the only kind of concept that I use, like in terms of liquidity, but I will still just use the top-down analysis and that continuation model and the lower time frames to confirm my bias and then enter that way. So I'm happy to enter on like the 5-minute, the 15-minute. It's just dependent. I don't really trade Bitcoin. I have traded it a couple times, but in all honesty, I feel like it's really important to focus on not too many things. And I already trade quite a few things. So we were looking at NQ. We're looking at gold now. Like I said, on gold, it is a bit overextended. I would like to see it like actually pull back and fill some of the inefficiency range and even come down to this order block down here. But I don't know if it's going to come all the way back down there because it's just gold. But yeah, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I feel like it is going to be a little while. But where we have been extending like this literally all night, if we do reject off Asia highs here, I am definitely open to taking a short-term position for a short. So again, I'm a day trader, guys. I will trade against the trend, with the trend. It just depends. Oliver, I don't trade stocks currently. I'm actually learning about stocks, but I don't currently trade stocks, so I can't comment on that. We're literally just talking about Forex right now. But as well, guys, just be, like, this is me just sharing my journey and sharing what I'm looking at. None of it is financial advice. None of it is me telling you have to follow what I'm doing. I'm just giving you a bit of my analysis, what I'm looking at. So yeah, NQ and gold, definitely potential sales here, but we're going to have to wait a little bit. Let's just have a look again on NQ. Okay, so we still haven't really fully broken out of this consolidation period for NQ, so we're going to have to wait. Let's have a look at Euro USD. Okay, let's zoom out and have a look here on the higher time frame. Okay, higher time frame, we are looking quite bullish. That overall trend, obviously, you can see that we have this downwards movement, but I feel like Euro USD actually likes to respect this trend line. So we still got some room for probably, currently where price is at, the market structure is bullish. But then when you zoom out and look at that overall market structure, we've got kind of internal market structure within the market structure. So and I think that's kind of really important to know. If you're like, it's important to know when you're a swing trader. But yeah, I'm definitely open to finding these shorter positions. Thank you so much. Appreciate. Oh, Charlie, oh my god, it's been so long. I miss you so much. I hope you're good. I really, really feel like we need to catch up. I actually miss you so much. Oh, I feel like, yeah, we've got a lot to catch up about. A lot to catch up about. But yeah, guys, on TikTok, I am streaming live on YouTube. I finally figured out how to make it not so laggy on YouTube. I just do it straight from Restream now instead of trying to do it on OBS. OBS, like, I definitely need an actual like PC with a RAM and all of that stuff, because it wasn't compatible at all with my laptop. But Restream actually just from the internet seems fine. Charlie, you'll definitely know more about this. But yeah, it was bad. Actually, guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab my iPad, because I want to make sure I'm not missing any comments on YouTube. But if anyone wants to go on my YouTube, it's Doey Trades. Can you imagine as well? My little baby is still currently snoozing. She went to bed last night at 7:30, and she's still sleeping now. I'm so lucky. I'm very, very lucky. Right. Oh, come on. Why is it doing this? Oh my god. I just want to make sure that I am not missing anyone's comments on YouTube. Pass. Oh, yes, I'm live. Oh, okay. Hey, Bashi. I don't know if you guys are still there. Yeah, not sure if you guys are still there, because I've only just got up. And just as I was saying she is still asleep, I just heard her. She's awake. But she does like to just chill a little bit, so I might have a little bit of time. EU bullish babes. Yeah, so I am looking for like not like a long-term position. I'm looking for a short-term buy position for EU. So yeah, I'm just having a little look. We came from my stream. Oh, how are you? How have you been? Are you streaming now? Just dropping. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. There's a daily FUG that needs to be tapped into on DXY. You know what? I don't actually really look at DXY that much. I don't really correlate trade, so I feel like there's already quite a lot of things that I pay attention to, and in all honesty, I'm going to be so real with you guys. When I was doing a little bit too much, this is when I just got confused all the time. So this is why I don't really. I get it's important, because, well, I trade a lot of USD pairs, but I've done it without correlating So do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that what you're doing is wrong, because it's absolutely right. It's just one extra step that made me um just that added extra thing, because I'm looking at order blocks, I'm looking at market structure, I'm doing top down analysis, I'm looking at gaps. Like, do you know what I mean? It gets a bit much, and I feel like a lot of traders are like this. I wanted to share something with you guys, actually. So I'm really, really lucky. My mother-in-law, she goes to a golf club, and she met this guy there. She's really good with his wife, friends with his wife, but he actually was an institutional trader, owned his own hedge fund, worked was like an executive in JP Morgan. And I, like, obviously I've been trading for 8 years, but I've never actually got to speak to an institutional trader. You know, you only get to see, I guess, like what these Instagram people say, but there's always, you never know, because there's like an ulterior motive, because they're selling something. But it's not saying that they're not saying the truth, but it was good to actually be able to talk to someone that I knew that I could trust, because they had absolutely zero, he's like a 68-year-old man, or like pushing 70. And he was did you I don't even trade ICT. But basically what he was saying to me is that the more simple you can keep it, the better. And yeah, he kind of spoke a little bit about order blocks, but without actually saying the concept. He was just explaining like the process of putting the trades on, which made sense to me as to why people trade order blocks. My average, yeah, I would say 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 is my average. I'll see you later, Bashi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming through. Gold shiny, gold enough. Bye, Doey. Nice meeting you. Me back to Bashi. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, so I think it gave me a lot of confidence that it gave me a lot of confidence in what I was doing, and that, sometimes when I come onto social media and when I'm not as technical as other people, it literally just it made me feel like these guys online were just bashing me for not doing it right. And it was like, now I actually get to speak to someone who is literally controlling like £5 billion in other people's funds. Like, I'm not going to listen to these bloody trolls on TikTok, or like these Instagram people. Like, it's actually such a good feeling to actually have someone that I can talk to who actually knows his shit. But even what he was saying about like his win rate, he was like, I'd be over the moon if I was like getting 50% right a month. I was like, wow. This is how you know everyone's just lying about really what they're doing, or not lying, but putting too much pressure on themselves to have these win rates of like 80-90%. It's actually just not realistic. And then it promotes a motion of making you feel like you need to prove yourself, you need to be better, you need to do this, you need to do that, when actually you just don't. Hey Charlie, you're back. Just a reminder, it's not needed within a secure plan. Just a reminder, you're all beautiful. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, going back to it, it is looking like we are breaking through this 4-hour order block. So then potentially we could then use this sell order block for a potential buy if we break through to the other side. Let's have a little look on the 1 hour, because what we'll do is wait for the 1 hour closure, see if it breaks above this oh my god, my words, oh my god. Sorry guys, it's a Monday morning. Yeah, let's see if it breaks above Asia highs, and if we can get a closure above Asia highs. And then we have again like this 1 hour order block but again, it was a sell order block. So if we've broken through, we could then potentially use this as a buy area instead of a sell area. Do you trade live or funded? I do both. In all honesty, I'm better at trading a live account, but I do use funded accounts to build up the capital, and I think it is a good way to build up the capital. Thank you so much for liking the live as well, guys. It's really, really helpful. But yeah, so definitely looking for buys on EU. Let's have a little look and see. Okay, so with NQ, we didn't get that break below. It looks like we've literally just rejected from that area of support. This is why we use the lower time frames as that added confluence, and we don't enter until we actually get like break of structures. Oh, I love you, Charlie. You're so cute. Thank you so much. I've honestly missed you so much. Just your energy and your support. Love you loads. Yeah, so right now, like I said, for NQ, we actually can't do anything. We just got to be so patient. Gold, I'm just not interested in taking part in something that's just so overextended. I did that last week on NQ. I need to reply to your text. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, reply back whenever. How much do you want to get in total in funding? I'd like to have 7 figures in funding. That is the ultimate goal. I only have at the moment about 200k in actual funding, and then I've got about 100k that I'm trying to pass. But yeah, so the goal would definitely be to have 1 million in funding. That would be the ideal situation. Definitely possible because you could scale multiple prop firm accounts. I know, like, obviously just using the one sometimes can be a little bit tricky, but yeah, I definitely feel like it's possible. Okay, let's have a little look at copper. So in copper, we've been in this, it's a 4-hour order block. We did kind of break through to the other side, but now we are just rejecting. So I don't know if it's just, a bit of a sweep of liquidity. But also looking at market structure on the 4-hour, definitely bullish, but we've had this overextended part. Counter trend line is down here, and we have an order block down here and a gap as well, a 4-hour gap. So this is just where the market gapped up. So we could be looking at actually coming back and filling this gap. So yeah, I'm definitely open again to a short term, like a sell position on copper as well. But for me, the way that I get my entries is that continuation on the lower time frame. So right now, let's have a little look. Day 69, I'm telling you to Ty, day 69, I'm telling you that the charts are live on YouTube. Sorry. Just saying, it is, are you a 6-figure profit trader? No. So I haven't I haven't made 6 figures in trading. I have 6 figures in funded money, but I haven't made 6 figures in profit. And you guys will know I will always be so transparent with you guys. I'm not here to lie or anything. It's purely just about sharing this experience with you, being as transparent as possible, helping beginners, have a realistic expectation from trading, because I just believe that the industry gives us a very unrealistic expectation. And even more so now that I've got to speak to even more so now that I've managed to speak to an institutional trader, like, I've always in the future wanted to own a hedge fund, and I've actually managed to. I'm so lucky that family have put impact on me, because social media makes you think that what it makes you think that 90%, 100% win rate is what you need to be a hedge fund owner. Or like it was just crazy what he was actually telling me, because all I get to speak to are people online, and you just don't know how true they're actually being. Whereas he had the house, he had everything to back him, and also he owned the hedge fund. He's like a 65-year-old man. So yeah, it was just really really interesting to actually measure and make max of 1% a month. Yeah, it doesn't, like, they, well, his definitely wasn't a max of 1% a month. I guess it's just dependent on what hedge fund. But yeah, he worked as an executive in for JP Morgan as well. So that's where he traded futures and options. But yeah, he was an institutional trader. Like, that's just what he's done his whole life. So I think I I would definitely rather take advice from someone who's done that rather than just what I see online. Um, and it was just really really interesting, the things that he was asking me and the things that he was saying, because I was just like, this is not how social media makes out trading to be at all. So it is just insane. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I think I'm going to do like a little series of everything that I learned with it, because he's just so lovely. He was like, anything you need, anytime you want to talk or whatever, just call me, it's fine. I was like, wow. I guess it's just like I said, my partner's mum, YouTube live charts investments. Yeah, my partner's mum is really good friends with his wife, so that's like how I can feel like confident in knowing like he's not there to just chat shit to me. It's just there purely just to, I guess, have someone to talk to, because in all honesty, you don't meet a lot of people who are that interested in finance. How do you make your trading view alert sound off? Sound. Oh shit, sorry. Can you hear that? I didn't mean I didn't mean, because I know that is so loud. But yeah, I just have alerts on. So if we have a look here, if you edit alert, I don't know, that's just the sound. Notification, play sound, and then it's called fault. Um, but yeah, exactly that, Mega Trade. Sorry, it's Sam, isn't it? I always call you Mega Trade because that's what your name is on here. But yeah, exactly. So, when people say you need like 90%, 100% win rate and to never ever to lose, it makes people more emotional, because they feel like they can't be a good trader unless it's like that. And I used to put so much pressure on myself, because I would see mine and even Bashy sound off once. I think it's just because I put it to go off for one whole minute. I don't know. It was just auto on that. But yeah, I feel like a lot of these not currencies, these pairs that I'm looking at this morning, I really, really want a pullback. Like I made that mistake last week of just entering in these extensions, and then turns out when I enter, like, and to be honest, when you see stuff that's overextended, that's not me saying, oh, just because I entered it then started to reverse. I think it's just being like having common sense, really, if you follow market structure. And that's obviously something that I do. And it was really funny, actually. One of the things that he said was, what I've struggled with over the years is patience. He was like, if I can give you any advice, like patience is everything. And I mean, he had to be patient on another level because he's waiting for like yearly lows and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm only waiting like a day. So the fact that I can't be patient for one day and people are waiting out here for the yearly lows, I was like, yearly lows and highs. I was like, fucking hell. And whenever Tokyo expands more than New York, the day is usually much more trickier to trade. Yes. Yeah, so I don't like it when we have like a really big Asia range. But like I said, I'm still open to some positions, but I do feel like I'm going to have to be very patient today. So just looking at copper here, again, like what I would ideally like to see. So this is a 4-hour order block here, which it has kind of just, it didn't just reject. It did reject here. So maybe, to be honest, like this is an invalid order block now because it's already been used. But, it could then be used as an area to buy from, because you do see order blocks kind of swapping between buy and sell order blocks. Oh, we have my little sausage dog coming and opening the door. Everyone's always like, oh my god, your door just opens by itself. But yeah, so we're just gonna have to be really patient. Yeah, it's Moosey. Moose, come here. No one wants to see you. Good boy. Good boy. Ugh. Here he is. Poor little Moosey. He's so low to the floor. That's why everyone's always like, your door just opens and closes by itself. And I'm like, no, it's just because Moose the lowrider is here. Oh, Moose and Moose and Milo no longer besties, more like frenemies, aren't they? Right, let you get down. Good boy. So sad. They used to be best of friends. Okay, so yeah, moving on from copper as well, just because nothing over here. I definitely wanted. Yeah, I feel like pretty much I'm seeing so much bullish momentum in everything, but just a lot of overextension right now. So for me, there's just no way to trade this. Like I would definitely be open to having like those short positions because it's so overextended. We've got an buy order block down here. So maybe something like this would be really, really nice. But I suppose like, price doesn't always give us what we want. But yeah, so until then, I think I just have to be so patient. And like I said, it is the hardest thing to be this patient. But I know it will just pay off in the long run. Like I said, like it really put it into perspective for me. Like people can still be profitable trading like the monthly, the yearly highs and lows. So I can definitely miss a day of trading by being patient and, being profitable overall. So yeah, I think we're currently in a 1-hour order block here. So like I said, I am definitely open to having a potential like pullback position. An overextension like this might actually play out a correction to the 30% point on the Asia fib. Yeah. So let me have a look on the 1-hour. So on the 1-hour here, we did actually break out of Asia highs, but yeah, it's just potential. So this is the area here on the 1-hour. So let me just mark this up. I don't think I would want to take any buy position unless we get some type of pullback. I just feel like that is just so risky and just so desperate to get into a trade if I tried to just buy from here. So yeah, I mean, we got the mid-range of Asia here. the 50%. So yeah, these are kind of like my areas of interest for buys on platinum. I've definitely got a lot of areas of interest and a lot of things that I have an interest in taking part in, but just not until we get some type of pullback. And if it just keeps overextending, I'm just not going to make that mistake, because actually so many times it's just caught me out so many times where I'm like, I'm going to go off the continuation and then we start to pull back and I just feel like it's just not worth it. Oh, yes, amazing. That is absolutely fine. I'm actually going to shoot off myself as well. I didn't even realize the time, but I'm going to be back streaming Wednesday morning. But yeah, so you guys know I'm very, very bullish on pretty much everything. But yeah, we're just super, super overextended. So I'm just going to be patient this morning. It's Monday. Statistics are like, apparently most traders lose their money on Mondays and Fridays. Don't know why, but yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for coming on, guys. I will see you on Wednesday.